Club going stupid when I owe that dude. Jury got a jugging and she moving. Grocery dealing. Who you? Bro, 2 years ago, now I'm worth $1 million. Jackson to the ceiling. That's how we ballin'. You know that I'm rolling to another. Now I'm out the meter in the club with a whole lot of money. Y'all it for me. Got a bad jacket. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. My partner, hold up on the. I'm trying to get. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
A party ain't a party till I walk in it. Lime green flag, match the fitted in the linen. Gucci shades over my face and my lens kinda tinted. Cause my eyes real low and my head just. Roll out of this. I'm a Roscoe Dash. I'm about to show out in this. My jury game on floss. About to snow out in this. Hey, Flocker, get them. Let's pour out in this.
And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. Important to make a splash in hostile territory.
Here we go.
So the Clippers win the tip. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Halliburton. Smith is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Brunson in at the 2. San Antonio with the ball. And he's a physical 6'8" center for the Pistons, and it's easy, Greg, to see why Isaiah Stewart has drawn comparisons to another great Piston, Ben Wallace.
Always a good thing being compared to a Hall of Famer. And Stewart, not just brawn, he's brains too. Watches film, takes notes. He wants to be great.
Now, here's Warren. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Tatum with it. Halliburton picks him up. Warren trying to break loose. Tatum's shot is off. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Leonard with no one around. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist.
The efficiency of Kawhi Leonard's three-point shooting is pretty exceptional. I mean, he's going to start taking those all night long if he's open.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. With teams still figuring out rotations, Brent, at this point of the season, many players are unsure about their status in the lineup.
Yeah, if you're not a veteran team or a team that's been together for a lot of years, Kevin, this is about battling for minutes to show you're capable of handling that responsibility, and that mentality is important to the coaching staff. So you got to be ready. You got to be prepared for those minutes. You got to produce.
Now, here is Halliburton. Money from the wing.
Halliburton, too good offense. And that's a nice looking jumper.
Castro passes to Martin. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Spurs have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Now here's Leonard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Kawhi operating in the painted area, so tough to stop.
Tatum passes to Castro. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Martin. The shot misses. The Clippers go the other way with it. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span. And having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Fame.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. 3-point lead. Pass to Stewart. Kicks it to Leonard. Smith on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Leonard against Tatum. Shoots over Leonard. And the basket by Tatum.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Brunson finds Stewart. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Thomas dishes to Valanciunas, and Thompson sends it back, and he recovers it.
Valanciunas, a mountain of a man out there, and that catches up with the matchups defensively.
This is his first free throw of the game.
It is amazing how good a three-point shooter Jonas Valanciunas has become.
Well, he didn't attempt a three in his first 5 years in the NBA, and now he's shooting a ton of them. So he's got great feel, great touch, and it's done a lot to round out his game.
Hunt can't get it to go.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Valanciunas. Takes it off the glass.
And that's where Jonas is going to do most of his damage. Down low, playing physical, and knocking guys around.
Hunt the pass to Thompson. Over Valanciunas. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Brunson kicks to Smith. Back to Brunson. He drops in the layup off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Outside Thomas. With the teardrop. The rebound by the Spurs. There's 38 seconds left in the first. Hunt with the bucket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Smith outside, out to the wing. Abias checked in for San Antonio. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Madu's checked in. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Madu, yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Recognizing spacing on the floor there, Dennis Smith Jr. with a nice job of delivering.
Here's Avdia off with the layup. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 7. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
They've got Martin, Avdia out there with Warren. Then it's Hammonds. And it's Wright in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5. Halliburton against Wright. Stewart, a screen for Halliburton. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Running the pick and roll with just tremendous patience and poise. Halliburton reading the defense so well. He exploited that opening.
Here's Avdia. The kick out to Wright. Now, here's Warren. Not a lot of room. This one for 3. And it's Wright missing. Los Angeles leading by 7. Halliburton passes to Leonard. Back to Halliburton. Here's Medu. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Thomas against Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. For the Clippers, Smith comes in for Metu, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Thomas. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Martin finds Wright. No good. Shot missing. Smith with the defensive effort. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 7-point differential. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Smith with a screen on Wright. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, and that scared some teams away. But, boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
Halliburton hits them both.
You know, young players who come into the league, you want to see if they can bring it every night. Halliburton has certainly fit that bill.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. Al Horford is checked in for San Antonio. Carson comes in for Hammonds. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Spurs trail by 9. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Drills it from outside. Halliburton's got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, Halliburton consistent with that shot.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Tatum.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Halliburton. Good work defensively by Horford.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And that one drops for him.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
Halliburton outside. The pass to Brunson. Down low. Here's Stewart. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
and despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Finney Smith passes to Hunt. Here's Finney Smith. Outside Tatum. And they'll get another chance. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. Brunson heading to the hoop. Count that one. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Oh, that's great D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
From the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Sutton tries again. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Spurs making a switch here. Warren's checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And Thomas subbed in for Smith. Here's Hunt, covered by Smith. Hunt can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 17. Smith surveying the D. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Outside for Thomas. The tray gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
Here's McCarthy. Nailed from three-point land.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Brunson kicks to Valanciunas. No good that time. Good D by Thompson. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Denver. Hunt can't get it to go. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Misses off the right iron. Spurs trail by 17. McCarthy, the pass to Warren. To the wing right side. Here's Hunt, covered by Smith. Here's McCarthy. Off target from three-point range. With one on the clock, the shot, no good. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided. Thanks so much, David.
It'll be the Mavericks against the Pelicans. Now moving on to the game at hand, and that's a halftime wrap.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And San Antonio has possession, trailing by 17. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Smith is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Haliburton. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Brunson in at the 2 spot.
And I wonder, Stewart, with that wingspan, just where you can throw lobs for him to still throw it down.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And so it's Haliburton who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Leonard against Tatum. Back to Smith. And then Smith with the dunk.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Here's Hammonds. Brunson covering. Another shot. And that one's good. Hammonds got his second bucket.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Halliburton outside. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Leonard from 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Tatum. Knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Out to Smith. Pass to Stewart. And here's Leonard from 3. Can't hit that one. And the Spurs going the other way now. San Antonio calls timeout. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Hunt the pass to Finney-Smith. The rebound by Halliburton.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
And it's Leonard at the elbow. There's the drive, and finished off by Leonard.
Well, what makes Kawhi Leonard so effective on those kinds of drives is the kind of pace he goes at it with. He's able to decipher the defense and knows where the help is coming from, and yet he still scores.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Smith sets the pick for Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Love how Leonard slices passes through the defense. He guts the defense pretty quick on that pick and roll.
Pass to Finney-Smith. To the middle. They get a hand on it. Hunt with the bucket. Hunt's got his second basket of the night.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Halliburton outside. Pulls up. And that one goes long.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. Over Smith. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Martin. No good from Valanciunas. Spurs trail by 19. McCarthy the pass to Martin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Thompson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Avdia comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. tipped away. Here's the break. Here's McCarthy. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside Thomas. From the baseline. And the jumper is on the mark. Thomas got 5.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Smith. Off target at the rim. Spurs trail by 17. Avdia, the pass to Hunt.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Spurs have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And the first one drops. Stewart checked in for the Clippers. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dennis Smith. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Clippers leading by 16. Thomas passes to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And Stewart, even though he's built a little stocky, can get up off the deck, that time with a huge jam.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Thomas passes to Sutton. Over to the wing. Behind the back and lays it in. Brunson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he didn't need to add the spice, but I like it spicy. Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
That will count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Los Angeles with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Tatum, Avdia out there with Warren. Then it's Hammond. And it's Castro in at the point guard position. It's the San Antonio 5.
Shooting for LA, Kawhi Leonard, taking 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Leonard.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Warren with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. It's an 18-point game. Tatum no good. Clippers shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Inside. And finished off by Leonard.
Now you settle in and you watch the show coming from Kawhi as he's filling it up and doing it in a lot of ways.
Here's Tatum. That one, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Halliburton outside. To the inside. Brunson. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
He's great at facilitating guys willing to move because Tyrese is a team-first type of player.
Hammonds passes to Avdia. Spurs passing it around. Warren with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Warren, good.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Runs in the pass to Stewart. It's blocked. Tatum kicks to Hammonds. To the middle. Here's Avdia. He gets that one.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Halliburton passes to Leonard. Halliburton is screen on Tatum. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Halliburton. 15 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Hammond's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 20. Halliburton kicks to Leonard. And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie. But, Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hand. And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Smith outside from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 5 assists tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
And the Clippers call time here.
2 shots. Timeout, Clippers. And coming out on the floor, your spur breaker.
First one falls for him. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
That free throw, no good. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for it.
Outside Leonard. To the left side wing. Smith sets the pick for Brunson. And it's off from three-point range. Thompson with it. Now Smith defending. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Here's Finney Smith. Brunson covering. And the shot goes in.
Now their plan working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Brunson kicks to Stewart. And here's Brunson. Down low. Here's Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Leonard.
just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Team foul. At the line for the San
No good on the free throw. So both teams changing it up here.
At the line for two.
He hits the second from the line.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now here's Leonard. They get it back. Second chance shot. Thompson with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
McCarthy the pass to Hunt. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. They set the pick. Here's Leonard. That one wide left. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. McCarthy. Here's Martin. And he banks in the layup.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
Well, we saw this same kind of attack in the last game. Ferocious effort in back-to-back outings.
So it's Los Angeles winning the... David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and...
Cap just put the Billy on it, got the city on it. I was riding in that Civic, homie, probably with a shorty. Now I never like to kick